Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Four Sides of the Rings. It's Justin and Casey, and we're here to talk the last week of WWE and wrestling in the wrestling world. I figured we'd start with the Roxanne news, if you heard about that.
The Roxanne news?
Yeah, did you hear the goings on with Roxanne? This is outside of... this is a stalker situation.
That was Liv.
No, this is Roxanne. Someone leaked her home address.
Oh. Liv had a similar situation this week.
Yeah,
Stalker showed up to the performance center looking for Liv.
Yeah, but someone leaked Roxanne's home address, like a stalker situation. And so, people are on Twitter trying to get a hold of, anyone involved in WWE. Adam Pearce eventually had to
ring out there.
Post. He didn't say much, but he's like, authorities have been notified. We're taking care of the situation, so it's good that things are taken care of. But yeah, I did hear about the Liv situation too. The stalker showing up, and people need to knock that shit off.
Yeah, gonna ruin it for everybody there.
You're gonna ruin it for everybody when these ladies and these performers don't want to do this shit because it just gets them in trouble. These people aren't yours. Leave them alone. But it does sound like Roxanne is okay. Nothing happened, so that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the big burly wrestlers will show up at one of these stalkers' homes and
beat the shit out
of them. Remind everyone the consequences of their actions. So, but yeah, that's the goings on there with that shit. Otherwise, we did finalize the last spots in Money in the Bank this week. So we have Money in the Bank in a couple days.
Yep, I'm a little meh about it. The fact that Karrion Kross didn't even get a chance, an opportunity, and Chad got it twice. Oh, I'm sorry, no, not Chad. They covered his tattoo at the neck with makeup and then called him El Americano.
I'm hoping he gets unmasked this.
Honestly, it would have meant more if he just won it as Chad, not El Americano Grande, whatever the fuck he's called.
So,
with all the releases happening, there are several people that sound like they're about to go out the door too. Miz, possibly Gunther. He took all his WWE shit off his page on Twitter or X, and it sounds like Karrion Kross is going next. I don't know what WWE's thinking right now.
I don't know what they're doing either. I heard rumor too that TKO wants to redo Roman Reigns.
You're gonna lose you guys really want to keep pushing these guys out? They're gonna go to AEW, and they're gonna show why they made you money. And they're going to make AEW money.
Right.
Because let's face it, we all want to see Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley back together. You want me to go watch AEW? I will. If my guys go to AEW, I'll watch it. Right now, I ain't got a reason to watch it because my girl came from AEW. So I'm very, very good at not watching it right now. Because I damn near only watched it for Mariah May. And now she's in NXT. So what reason do I got to watch AEW right now for anything?
Well, let's hope a lot of this is rumor and conjecture and
better be bullshit
and not
the fact they did
happening.
They destroyed the loyalty R-Truth had for this company. That's ridiculous. Been there for 6 different generations of eras, and you just toss them out. And the stupid thing is, if they offered him a Legends deal, I guarantee he would have taken less pay for that Legends deal, knowing that he had a position to be a legend of WWE and then go to the Hall of Fame. But instead, they just were like, "Oh, we're just gonna pay you less now."
Yeah, we're done on that one. So,
which sucks because our truth should not have been canned. Not like that. I mean, granted, I did read that they were nice enough not to cut him in the first round and just opt out of the contract early. They let him play it through, which gave him his last match with John. And that's great and all, but it's like the more and more we go down right now, TKO does not care about loyalty. They don't care about people who've worked for him forever. I mean, I get it. R-Truth was not young, but there are many different ways you could have handled that. Not just abruptly, you're out, you're done. Could have made it to where, hey, man, this is my last run in WWE. Just like John's getting right now. But they didn't do that. They just, no, you're done. Didn't even know that was his last match. Just shitty way of handling things.
Yeah, I mean these folks like TKO and owners, and this actually speaks to a larger problem at whole across sports.
Not just sports, just
because this happens a
all
lot
corporations.
This happens a lot with aging athletes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they reach the end of their contracts and it's out the door. You know, this happens quite a bit, and it's like, you know, sometimes you got to give these athletes that have become beloved to the fans that pay you money. You got to let them, you know, have their goodbyes and stuff. Not, well, he's done. His contract's up.
He's up. He's over.
He's out.
It's over.
You know, I mean, I understand that not everyone earns the John Cena treatment of getting a retirement send off like that. You know, but
look at the fact R-Truth broke everybody.
Yeah, he
He
did.
was so good at it. He was entertaining. He was the entertainment of WWE. Now
Yeah,
you're just WW.
He deserved a goodbye. You know,
A decent one at least. Not saying, hey, give him a goodbye tour.
But
just let him have a goodbye month. Shit.
and it's
2 weeks. Something.
Just saying, you know, some of these folks like TKO need to just be careful about the way they do business. You know, it's not a...
They're going to lose everything to their competitors.
Sports are not just a business, and they need to understand that. Like, there is people involved when your fans become attached to your stars.
Yeah, we leave with the stars. Wherever
Like-
R-Truth goes, I'm going to start watching because I want to watch R-Truth.
It's the same thing when, like, baseball and stuff, you know, if your favorite player is playing for, say, the San Francisco Giants, and you're not really a San Francisco Giants fan, but you watch them for a certain player,
Right.
and that player goes to another team, well, you're not a San Francisco fan, so you're going to watch another team, you know?
Well, it's just like
Stuff like that.
Cora Jade. I have to figure out how to watch her shit now. She's doing a lot of just independent shit, but mostly GCW.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit's just, no way to fucking, I don't even think see her matches. I'm like, shit. But it's okay. She has an OF, so, you know, we can apply there.
But it's just...
Joking, but still, like, God, I liked Cora Jade. Cora Jade was badass, and, you know, she went through some shit, but to see her go, I mean, she's only 24.
But it's loyalty to the stars that sells the tickets, not loyalty to TKO.
Well, trust me. I'm going wherever R-Truth goes. I'm going to start watching wherever Cora Jade, wherever I can watch Cora Jade. If I ever find out she has an independent showing around here, you damn right. Those are going to be cheap tickets. I'm going.
You got to be careful sometimes. Treat people with respect.
Well, right now, they're cocky as shit that they're beating out AEW to where, you know, WWE is making their shows head-to-head with their AEW shows. But you want to recontract Roman Reigns, one of your top guys, that Netflix is like, hey, we want him here. And you're like, no. He's on SmackDown. You're not getting him. And then on top of it, so if you reconstruct his contract where he's like, hell fucking no. He's going to go somewhere else. Even if he has 2 to 3 years left in wrestling, he's either going to go fully into acting like Dave Bautista did, or he's going to go to the competitor, AEW, and he's going to go wrestle with John Moxley one last time before he decides, yeah, I'm done. And I guarantee every single fucking person that raises that finger in acknowledgement to the tribal chief is going to follow him to AEW, and then Tony Khan's going to finally beat WWE in ratings at least once.
At least once. I mean,
because Roman Reigns sells fucking tickets and gets asses in seats. You want to fucking reconstruct his fucking contract? You're an idiot. Yeah, granted, he's part-time. You let him become part-time. That was your fault, not anyone else's. You wrote his contract to $15 million to be a part-time. That's your fault. You continued to let him be part-time for his Hollywood shit. Again, your fault. You could have been like, no, dude, we need you here. No, dude, your contract says I'm paying you $15 million. I need you here. No, dude, show up to the show next week. No, dude, you could have said no.
Right.
You didn't want to. And now you're like, oh, I'm gonna reconstruct his contract, give him less pay. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go wherever gives him more pay than what he was making, which I'm pretty sure Tony Khan would fess up fucking $5 million more and pay him $20 million for a fucking year and tell him, all I want you to do is just fill my seats. Give me money. And Roman Reigns would be like, okay, done. And that's how fast it would take. Like I tell you right now, if I were Tony Khan and I heard there was even a hiccup in Roman Reigns' contract, you know how fast I'd be at his fucking DMs going, hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
How you doing?
Come,
This I'm not hitting on you. I want you. I want your business, man. I'm gonna fucking win this shit.
Yeah, we'll see what they wind up doing. But
I hope they pull their heads out of their asses. That's like letting go of Rhea. Like, oh, Rhea, we pay you too much. Bye. She goes to some other independent ring. Fuck, we're screwed. But, I mean, I get it's part of the business, and I don't blame them for that. It's part of the business. But at the same time, to let go of someone that just was so fucking good at what he did with no notice. That's my hiccup. No notice.
yeah.
I mean, and they even started shit like the next week with the new guy with Solo. Oh, you're husky. Right? And then he was like fucking talking shit on him and like, oh, I'm going to tell Solo what you said.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, no, he's done.
Gosh, he's done.
Why even start that? Like, that was stupid. I mean, I get it's a young blood's game, but God, you looked at Truth. If you told someone to look at Truth and be like, hey, guess his age, ain't nobody going to say 60 or older. And he's in his 60s, so he just wrestled smart. And I tell you right now, if the rumors I hear are true, and we lose at least the three, Miz and Gunther and Roman, I'm really going to question shit. Personally, I'm really going to question shit. Like, you're going to let those three go? I mean, Miz, he's not like, oh my God, but he was the best heel you could ever hate, but you loved to hate him.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. wait and see, because it is hard to say whether this is, there's something to worry about or not. So I'd be surprised, though, if Gunther got let go.
The only reason I can see him getting let go is he went and took WWE off of all his stuff, just like Miz did. Yeah, and now the Sharks are circling Miz.
Why would WWE let him go, though? Is
just out of the fucking defiance of their decisions. Like, there's already rumors stirring that they're bringing Truth back because fans have just fucking rallied behind Truth in the auditoriums, or the arenas, not auditoriums, but the arenas. And I'm like, he's not coming back because they're not willing to pay him what he was making. But if they let Gunther go, that's when you know they lost it.
Because Gunther's still...
And that's a big if. If they let him go.
If his stuff's still down.
But they made sure everyone that were wearing R-Truth shirts on Monday took them off. That's why we got the sports bra shot of Mommy with Stephanie, because they made her take his shirt off.
Yeah.
Then on top of it, Carlito's on his way out the door too.
How's Carlito out the door? Oh.
His contract's up. He said he's gone. He's already posted about it.
Sorry, I was thinking wrong name.
Who were you thinking?
I thought Carmelo. I thought you said Carmelo.
No, not Carmelo.
Carmelo going.
No, Carlito.
Carlito, yeah.
But that's not a surprise. They really didn't utilize Carlito. And that's sad because he's going to go back to where he was phenomenal. And the whole reason they should have, like, the way they should have treated him when he came back was champion status. He's already got a AAA World Heavyweight Championship now. So he's already doing fine. And you want to sit there and be like, oh, we're just going to make him the funny guy in the background. Why? You literally paid him to play PS5 for a year. Good job, TKO.
I'll take that job, TKO.
Right? I'll go play, and I'll pretend to suss over Raquel.
Right.
I wouldn't be pretending. Raquel is a very beautiful woman. I'm just saying, I'll play that character. I could play TK 20 or 2K25 for a year. But yeah, so he's gone. Did you hear about Goldberg though? He got injured training for his retirement match.
How bad?
I haven't heard anything else. The only reason it's popped is there's a statement here from him. I'm assuming from past, but I read today he got injured during training for his retirement match. I haven't read anything else. I can't even verify whether this is true. So if it's not true, please fucking blow us up and tell us, hey, that's not true. But yeah, as far as I know, he got injured. So a retirement match might not happen.
Yeah, seems like it's true.
So that's not to be rude, but that's when you know the retirement match is no longer an option. You just need to take whatever you had last and then go deal with the Hall of Fame crap or the goodbyes just in person. You know?
That sucks for him.
Yeah. Would have been cool to see him one last time in the ring, but I don't think we're going to get that. Oh, but Money in the Bank on Saturday should be at least decent.
Oh, I think
the women's match will be good.
I think it's going to be good.
I don't know about the men's. There are two on that men's listing. I question why they're there. Andrade and El Americano. Like I said, like, it's nothing against Chad. I think it would have meant more if it was Chad who won the match, not Americano.
Well, that's what makes me wonder if he's losing his mask on Saturday.
I hope so, because honestly,
I mean, I think a lot of people see it that it's Chad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always got Pat McAfee.
What?
What? It's
What are you talking about, Michael?
It's not, you know.
It's not Chad. What are you talking about, Michael?
But it's like, how much longer
can we keep the
can
ruse?
you play this charade going? Because everyone knows it's Chad.
We saw the boots. He even tried saying, "Oh, I lent him the boots." He stretched them out a little bit.
And even in that qualifying match the other day, you know, Punk was going for the demasking and everything, and you know, plus you have all the.
Oh, that might be interesting.
You have all the. You know, Seth Rollins interruptions going on with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Right.
You know, in the men's match. So, you know, are they going to be out there to make sure Rollins wins?
Oh, of course.
Rollins is in the match, right?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting he's in the men's match. That's the women.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. They're going.
Six woman tag team match announced for tomorrow. That will be good.
That would be good, but I found it a little weird. They're running them out for a tag match the night before.
I called it, though. I told you it would be Stephanie and Naomi making it to the final draw.
Okay, but listen on Stephanie. So now, Friday night, she's got a match.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday afternoon, she's got a match. And
she ain't going to win.
Saturday night, she's got a match.
I think...
So she's going...
There are 3 ample, maybe 4 possibilities of who's going to win. Now, Roxanne and Stephanie, I'm going to axe right now. They're not going to win. Roxanne's being pointed towards the Judgment Turmoil storyline. So she's not going to go towards... Well...
Yeah, but the Judgment Day might...
That might, yeah. Okay, so Stephanie, I don't think is going to be even... Personally, I don't even think Julie's really going to be an option. I think the 3 major options, maybe 4, thinking on the Roxanne situation just now, you're going to have Roxanne, Naomi, Rhea, and Alexa.
See,
I think it's strongly against Naomi and Alexa winning.
I think
not
we've
Rhea.
got... I think it's... Well, I agree with you on the Stephanie. I don't think Stephanie's lined up.
I
to
think
win.
this is just to give her face.
Like Roxanne, you can have the Judgment Day angle, and something could happen, but I don't think she'll win. Julia, maybe, but a long shot.
Exactly.
But maybe. Like, I think she's a maybe, but a long shot maybe. And I think it boils... And Naomi is probably going to get screwed by Bianca or Jade. So she'll probably won't win. If there's shenanigans about. But I don't think Naomi's going to win. Which I think it boils down to Rhea or Alexa. And I really, really could see Rhea taking this. And putting her back into
I think Rhea...
main
would be
storyline
sensible,
position.
but I also think Alexa. I think this might be the way they bring Alexa into the power phase.
You very, very well could.
Nothing against Rhea. Shit, no, I would love to see Rhea win again, but I just think it's really gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
And if Alexa won, she'd be the first 2-time winner.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're going to do it. But I think,
yes, very well could play a part in her winning. Has Rhea? I don't think Rhea's won a Money in the Bank.
She's never been in one. This is her first ladder match. Period. Ladder match. Period. First time ladder match. Rhea's never been in a. So we're seeing a whole new amateur side of Rhea that we've never seen. We're seeing a match she's never been in, and that's a ladder match, which will be exciting in itself to see what she brings to it, because she's about to bring a whole nother side of viciousness.
Yeah.
to that match,
match,
because
so.
she knows what it takes to win that match. But Alexa's already won that match.
Yeah, Alexa's won.
To where she knows what it takes.
And Naomi's been in the last 2, I want to say. So I think this is her 3rd in a row.
Who?
Naomi.
No, because she wasn't with the company 2 years ago.
Was she not?
No, she was with TNA still.
Okay, well,
she came back this last
She was definitely
year.
in last year's.
No, I gotta look that up. I don't think she was.
I watched the match like 2 days ago. Naomi was definitely in last year's. And she's been in them before, so this is far from her first match.
All right, so Tiffany won. Okay, I don't need to know who won. I need to know who was in it, you fucking...
Yeah, last year's was...
Okay, so there we go.
Tiffy, Chelsea, Naomi, Io, Zoe. Oh, shit.
Who was in 2024 Money in the Bank? There we go. All right, so way to take me straight to the men's. Chelsea, Zoe, Naomi, Tiffany, Lyra, and Io.
Lyra, yeah.
Okay, so I completely forgot she was even in last year's. But the year before, she was not. I don't even think she was in the back with the company yet. 23. Who was the year before? Women's match of the year before was Io, Trish, Zoe, Bailey, Zelina, and Becky. So that was 2023. I can't even remember who won that one. Who won?
Which one?
2023. Whatever. But yeah, so Naomi wasn't in 2023's. She was in 2024, so. So, I mean, either way, this will be a good.
Oh, Io won 2023.
Ah, yes. Triple H leaving WWE after major issues with TKO and another superstar could happen, says veteran. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are we going to keep playing this bullshit? Him and The Rock are fighting. No, they're not. Triple H ain't going nowhere.
But, so...
Oh, that's who said it. Coach. Yeah, Coachman. Would people stop believing John Coachman, please? He's not a part of the company. He does not know the ins and the outs of what's going on right now. Stop listening to him. He's sitting here saying Triple H is going to fucking leave. He's not leaving. Jesus Christ. John's probably the worst one to fucking listen to on that. Just saying. Like, Jesus. Me and Bryce were talking about that, yesterday? People need to stop listening to Coachman about this shit. He doesn't know what he's really talking about. Like, he knows the business. Yes, we will acknowledge that. He's been a part of the business. But he is not a part of that business now to where he knows what's going on behind closed doors. He doesn't know. Stop listening to him. Just... That sounds like a great way to sober up from drinking. Great way to sober from the hangover there. Snort some Coke. Yeah. God. Anyway. Oh, did you hear the news? Kevin Owens is not sure if he's coming back. He literally posted, gave a statement saying just to even state that I might come back is it's too soon, too early.
They don't even know what's wrong with his neck.
So right now, he might not be coming back.
Like, he hasn't even had surgery yet.
Yeah, he just might not be coming back now.
His neck might be done. So
I mean, it's a sad thing. Like, obviously, you know, I'm not going to cry if he can't come back. Obviously, his health means more than him coming back. But at the same time, it's like he's been there for years. He's been doing this for years. It's going to be a sad thing not to see him in the ring anymore. Actually, if he can't wrestle, he should go the Big E way and just start commentating because he would be fucking hilarious as a commentator.
yeah, he'd be good.
He really would. It's a sad thing. Injuries suck. They really do. What else has happened?
Well, let's get back to the Money in the Bank stuff. We're still talking about the women's stuff.
The women.
I think we boiled it down to Rhea or Alexa Bliss winning.
Yeah. I think it's one of those two. Maybe Roxanne just to... If Roxanne wins, I'd say it's to entangle what Finn's trying to do Judgment story-wise. Because if she wins, she has the chance to go get the title that Liv lost, which will cause things. But I think Liv already tipped the hat on Raw saying that she knew what he was up to. Which he is not hiding it very well, so...
Well, here's the thing, too. If Roxanne, Stephanie, or Julia won, those three are all brand new to the main roster.
Well, see, that's the thing, too. They've had 100% cash in.
Yeah, and there's 100% cash in on women's titles.
So if one of those three win, I'd almost say they're going to make it the first time it fails to cash in.
But is it fair to put any one of those three in that position over some of these other ladies?
I don't know. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, it's all well and good to give them a shot at something like this. Put them in the match. You know, you get some fresh blood, put them in the match, give them a little push towards their rising stardom.
Right.
But, like Tiffany right now, she won last year, obviously. And she was the young blood that won quickly. You know, she'd only been on the main roster for a year or something at that point. So do those three really deserve that sort of push at all?
Well, we could say the same about Rhea too, because nothing against it. It's just she's been in a couple of defenses now or challenges for those titles now in the last several months.
But
to where does she?
But think about
really deserve to be there either over other talent.
Think about who Rhea is though, and what happens anytime Rhea steps into that ring.
Oh, yeah.
The arena explodes, right? Anytime she comes up, Rhea is a different story because of the pop she receives. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
She's a superstar. Like, and I'm not taking anything away from Roxanne, Stephanie, or Julia because they're all rising stars right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just makes sense to me. Like, yeah, letting Naomi take that win, that'd be fine. Naomi's been around. She deserves a win. She deserves some, some title time. You know, obviously we said a minute ago, Alexa Bliss, you know, it might be time to return Alexa Bliss to some of that. And, you know, giving Rhea a title is never a bad thing.
Nope.
Because she is, you know, a crazy star. So, just a point to think about, too. Because I'd hate to see them start losing that 100%.
I don't
cash-in
want to
rate.
see it.
I like that.
I don't want to see it. Not right now.
I like
but-
that 100% cash-in rate. All right, let's move on to the men's.
God, who's even in the men's?
I can't forget.
Anyone know? Seth? Oh, okay.
We got Seth, Chad.
No,
Solo.
not Chad. Americano. Get it right. It's not Chad.
Solo.
Night.
That's what I keep forgetting.
Penta?
So Solo, Knight, Penta, Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano.
Andrade, I don't even know what. Like, nothing against Andrade, but he really should not be in the match. We haven't seen shit from him for months. And now all of a sudden he's in the fucking... He's in Money in the Bank. And again, nothing against him. But again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he should be in that match when I haven't seen him in months.
Right.
He hasn't been around. He's been on a fucking boat in the Bahamas.
Let's see. I think we saw him at
Where the fuck he's been?
the Rumble. It's probably not the last we saw of him.
He hasn't been around, so it's like, why is he in the fucking match? Now, Chad, like I said, it shouldn't be under that fucking mask. It should be as Chad. The only reason it would make sense if they unmask him.
So here's the question, because we all know right now Seth is on the push to for his power.
And right now, here's the two viable people. Well, three. I'm gonna say three viable players in that match that will win. That could win. Seth is one of them, which that's a given. Solo is the other. He's that one that's been in the background since he came up. But the other big one is LA Knight. And we can't take away from possible interferences either.
So that's what I wonder about, because this more so than the women's. I wouldn't be surprised if the men's has interference.
You've got Bronson Reed, you got Braun Breaker, you've got
because
Solo's new guy. I'm horrible with names right now. I haven't learned them. We'll go with our truth's name, Husky.
Is it Mateo? JC Mateo.
JC Mateo, something like that.
Anyway,
And then you also have Jacob, who plays in that position too, because he is pissed with Solo. Solo cost him his chance to be in the match.
right. So,
And LA Knight, who does LA? Yeah, I don't know if LA Knight's got anyone coming after him right now. For the first time, that boy is clean, but don't mean ain't nobody gonna stop him.
So
Just saying. Just saying.
it actually make a lot of sense to give Solo that win,
Through everything he's been through, yes.
because like he's
Story-wise,
making that return to his position as tribal chief. You know what I'm saying? When he had the power as the tribal chief, so he's repositioned himself above Jacob.
actually, what would be the biggest FU to John right now? Because Solo's cousin, or whatever Rock is to him, gave John that belt.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Solo comes out of nowhere, SummerSlam, slaps
steals
the fucking head off,
And takes that
and
belt.
takes it because he does what Cody can't do, and is the bad guy.
It's the bad guy.
That would be
Wouldn't that
fucking
be fun?
hilarious, because then Rock would have to try and save face with John. It would be great. It actually would be a very good story, but I don't see The Rock coming back anytime soon. Is my issue with that end of the story. It would be a great story.
Now,
But Rock is so flip-flop right now. I just never know.
in the CM Punk qualifying match, I don't know. No, sorry. In the CM Punk promo, Punk did call out John for selling his soul to a bald something or other. I can't remember what he said exactly. So he made the call out, and obviously to The Rock. He made the call out to him. bringing. It was.
If The Rock, this isn't the first time Rock's been called out, though.
I understand. And I'm not saying this is anything
Right.
that's going to happen, but what I'm just saying, the call out got made again. It brought the Soldier Soul crap back into the
Soldier Soul shit brought Rock's back into it.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be an Easter egg,
Right.
It's coming back, just because, you bring up the point of The Rock again. And you're right. The Rock flip-flopped so bad, we don't know what he's really doing.
And that's not necessarily his fault. He's just in a whole different career. He's doing movies.
But just think about that, though. That whole aspect. People have said that it didn't go anywhere. But what if it's going to SummerSlam? And we get
everything points to SummerSlam.
We get the whole conclusion at SummerSlam, and Punk was just making a reference to put it back out there. But I would not be surprised if Solo takes that win. I think it's going to be Seth via
I think
interference.
Storyline, it'll be Seth, and then Seth will take out Jay with the briefcase, creating him being the workhorse champ again. But God, I just don't know with LA Knight being in that match right now. LA Knight's almost the ace in the
he could be
right now. He could be that.
He could be that. They could be giving LA Knight a push because everyone loves LA Knight, and he is very deserving of a push. But I really think, and I'm going to say it now, El Grande Americano's getting unmasked.
I would laugh, but we'll see.
But I don't think you can rule out Penta either in this match. It's not.
He's just too new.
I know he's new.
I think he'll bring it to the match, definitely, but I think he's just too new to be the winner.
I'm not calling him as the winner, and I'm not saying he's even first shot in that, but I just don't think you can rule him out.
You can never rule out any of them.
I think you
even
can rule
Americano.
out. I think you can rule out Andrade.
No, you can't really. I mean, we haven't seen him since what, the Rumble.
I don't think he's been around since the Rumble,
but that's the thing, though. It's like he is talented to where you cannot rule him out. And I think him and Penta will definitely bring it forward. He might story-wise.
I think he might have been at the Andre the Giant match.
He's been around, but he just hasn't been noticeable.
I'm just saying. I think he might have.
It's like, honestly, if I were a board member of TKO and names were coming across my desk saying, "Hey, who should we cut?" I would say Andrade because I haven't noticed him. If they cut Karrion Kross because Karrion Kross went and made himself noticeable and you did nothing with it, that's your fucking fault. Kross has no problem leaving with his sexy, fine-ass wife and going to an independent ring and fucking making a name for himself. He'll do it.
Well, I think.
Well, right, you'd be dumb to let him go. And the fact that he isn't even in this match is bullshit. Actually, someone pointed that out to him, that Grande was in it. And he even tweeted back, I saw. So
I hope that means he's getting a separate push.
I hope something comes his way because he needs
to start proving now that there's a change in WWE and WWE stars where they can build their brand outside the company.
Especially with the fact that WWE's just dropped several known wrestlers to where we're like all fucking pissed. But if you give him that push to where, hey, I'm going this way because I made my name.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I'd love to see Karrion go fucking beat the shit out of Logan. That'd be fun.
Let's hope we get that at SummerSlam.
I hope so, because Logan needs it. I don't know.
Well, Logan's going to get a beating on Saturday.
God, if they win, I'll actually be really... I think Cody and Jay win. I think that's my guess for the night. Well, Cody wins, Seth wins. And if I really have to draw a card for the women's, I'm going to say Rhea, because Rhea Ripley... I said Rhea, didn't I? I meant Rhea. Rhea Ripley is my all-time fave, so I will go on her her corner for her to win. But Seth, Jay, Cody, and Rhea, I think those are my top choices. I don't know what other matches are happening at Money in the Bank.
This is my problem with the tag team matches, like Cody and Jay and John and Paul, is it's a chance for the bad guys to get one over on the good guys. And that, there's plenty of room for interference, plenty of room for stupid behavior. And by stupid behavior, I mean shenanigans,
Oh, the shenanigans.
So I could really see Logan Paul and John winning that match because of shenanigans and other such things,
I think the only reason I call it the way I do is I think it will draw tighter to the Cody John situation, to where this opens the path. If Cody wins with Jay at Money in the Bank, it opens the path to where John will want to go after Cody again because Cody embarrasses him.
Now let's hope that happens.
I really hope. Lyra's gonna win.
Oh
God! There's only 4 matches.
Yeah, there's got to be one coming around tomorrow.
Well, maybe. I actually would not question 4 matches because those ladder matches actually take a big chunk of the show.
There was 5 last year.
Was there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we might get something.
So
Chelsea and
and honestly,
Vega, Zelina Vega.
Can I say this?
I think it'll be Chelsea and Zelina for the United States title, and Chelsea will win. This is what I called that main event. This is her getting it back now.
I want to say this though about
nothing against Zelina. I love her, but this will just mean more.
I think the Lyra Becky stuff is not entertaining at all.
Nope.
Like I was watching that.
Haven't even really watched it. I watched a little bit and
I was like, this is so effing boring.
No, it's because they're giving Becky the Hogan treatment. Oh, I'm sorry. And the Hogan treatment is give them whatever the fuck they want because they've been there for a very long time and they're considered legends.
Because I don't think...
And it wasn't up to them. Company wanted it the whole time.
I think Lyra needs to be in better storylines. I think she needs to get rid of...
I think Becky needs to be gone.
I think that belt needs to be taken from Lyra. And yeah, Becky needs to be doing something else.
The only reason Lyra has the belt is to give the belt more meaning, but it's also to give her more face time at the moment because she is new to the main roster. But I honestly think Lyra should have been in the Money in the Bank match this round too without that belt.
Without that belt. It's just... But let's hope you're right. I hope Chelsea gets her match at...
I think if we're gonna guess on what the fifth match is, I think tomorrow we get Chelsea versus Zelina for the United States champ because Chelsea ain't gonna let go of it happen. So Chelsea's gonna go to Nick Aldis tomorrow, blow it up. Chelsea's gonna get her rematch with Zelina, and I wanna almost say it's gonna be like a cage match or something where no interference can happen. And it's going to be a true one-on-one. And somehow, in whatever way you want to call it, and I'll almost say like Zelina gets her fucking head smashed by the door or something and goes flying back because Piper slams it on her, and then Chelsea comes out. That's just my guess.
Let's hope something like that happens.
And nothing against Zelina. Zelina is very good at her job. She's very talented. But at the same time, you can't sit there and say that title wasn't more entertaining with Chelsea because it really was. You couldn't go a day without having that belt on social media somewhere. Mm-hmm. So we'll definitely have to see where it goes, but I think that's what happens tomorrow. And it would make sense personally. But yeah, for now, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens Saturday, and hopefully it happens for the best of everybody. I don't see John and Logan winning. Honestly, I think this is Logan and them shouldn't win because it should knock Logan down a bar or two. I'm tired of seeing him in the face of the company.
Okay, what if we see Karrion Kross come after Logan in that match?
Do it.
Do it. Do it, Carrie.
Do it.
Do it.
Hey, man in the suit in the trailer, go fuck yourself. No.
No.
Dude, she used his real name. Did you notice that? Go watch that video back. The moment she grabs his shoulder, she says his real name. She doesn't say Carrion.
Oh.
She says his real name. He goes, no, fuck that. And he knocks his thing over. And I was like, that's why he knocked it over, though. Is she went and said it. She didn't know what he was going to say. And she said she tripped up his real name. And he went, no, fuck that. And knocked it over so no one would hear.
No one here.
But I'm like, oh, bro. I'm sorry. If they don't utilize Carrion and they let his contract go, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm pissed too, because
I'm going to fucking follow him wherever he goes, period.
Just going to prove his point.
Mm-hmm. If you ain't Logan Paul, you don't go nowhere.
Right. Anyway, tomorrow we've got...
Schmicky-doon.
We got John and Cody will be there. We've got the tag
Which means
team.
Jay will be there.
We got the tag team. All the Money in the Bank qualifiers will be there.
Actually, did you hear the rumor that there's a possibility Carrion has finally actually got Sammy to flip? We just don't know it yet.
We might see that stuff too.
And I'm like, I wouldn't mind that if it's through Carrion. If Sammy flips to the heel with Carrion, I'll be okay with that. Which means Carrion still continues. And
because that was good the other day when he was, you know, he was telling Sammy that he was lying to himself and stuff.
So, I mean, either way, we're looking at a good weekend. This is going to be a fantastic weekend for PLE. Definitely, you know, at least pizza delivery. Fantastic.
Yeah, well, Money in the Bank brings the entertainment. It was entertaining last year.
Oh, ladder. The only thing, I'll state this. We're not going to get Io Sky jumping off nothing with a garbage can. That's going to be sad because that's what made it phenomenal with last 2 years. Is every time, garbage can.
Was the cage match.
Not even just cage. Go back and watch the Money in the Bank shit. She did some crazy shit the last 2 years.
Well, last year was the year she broke her tailbone on the
I'm sorry. I felt the pain for that one. I cried too, and you could just see it.
But you're not wrong. We don't have EO in the match, but
that's gonna be weird.
But that'll be all right. We'll get some more EO down the line.
EO comes out and helps Mommy against Bianca or Jade.
I think
or Roxanne or Judgment. Ooh. Judgment Day, Liv comes out to help Roxanne to return the favor because Roxanne went to actually help her and did that, but Raquel fucked up. So Liv goes to help Roxanne. Io comes out to help Mommy, breaks her tailbone all over again.
That was awful.
Oh, that was cringeworthy, and you knew it hurt. God, those girls are crazy. Yeah, that's what makes them phenomenal, though, is they're willing to put that 110% in where it's just... It's intense.
We won't see Chelsea take the fall.
You won't see Zoe take her hit. God, she's taking it rough, too, right now. Like, you know, honestly, still, best wishes, hopefully, for a fast recovery, but it's coming. It's coming. 2026 is when she'll come back. Full year.
Just speaking of her though, because like I said, I watched the match the other day again, and she really brought it in that match.
Does.
And
Zoe,
it would be
like, I don't mean this in a bad way, and this was nothing against Shayna Baszler or wow, her name just went right out of my head all of a sudden. Sonya.
Oh,
Deville.
Yeah,
and it's nothing against those two. Like, Sonya only knows what she knows, which is the corporate management end.
Yeah.
Shayna only knows what she knows, which is MMA. They didn't really take time to train Shayna in a proper way, so she had no mic skills. And Sonya really didn't have a lot of wrestling skills. Yeah. So, for their little trio... It was really holding Zoe back.
Yeah, it held Zoe back.
That's where the sadness of this injury is they were finally going to let her open back up and go back to what she was doing prior. I mean, because this is Zoe who teamed up with Trish Stratus, was her enforcer for a good fucking minute took it to all her matches, and then all of a sudden got set with a trio that set her back.
To set her back, and she was just.
And she had mic skill.
Yeah,
like she's not great, because she hasn't had the time or the chance to be great on the mic, but the in-ring ability was great. Yes, the injury happened with a questionable decision of thinking she could make it further than she did. That was an oops, and it happens to everybody. But I'm telling you now, she could really, if she had the right teachers like Paul to kind of lead her down the mic path, she could turn into the next newer, the women's Roman Reigns right now. You give her the proper tutelage to learn that mic like they gave Roman,
right?
You could be the next fucking person on top. She really has that talent to be there. She has some
talent, so let's hope she gets that shot.
A fast recovery. Like right now, from what I've been seeing on social, it's slow right now.
I'm sure it will be. Like you
said.
I
mean, granted, she is very grateful that it wasn't worse than what it is. But I mean, we've seen multiple posts with her and her husband, which, thankfully she's doing okay. And I do hope that she at least comes back by the end of the year, not before 2026 or after 2026. But I mean, it's right now they're just sitting there saying it's probably going to be over a year before she comes back. And by then it's like people are going to be moved on to the next person, and she might be cut,
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yes. Rappy.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you watch Money in the Bank. We'll be back next week to
watch Smackdown as well.
To talk everything, and we'll catch you on the next go-around.